I wanted to share a little story. So was it last week you shared about your cycle?
Yes.
And I'm generally not one to talk about my cycle, but here goes. So I'm not sure if it was my first or my second resonance scan that I ran. My lovely little Healy told me that I needed to run the menopause program. And
how rude.
I had a few choice words to say to it because I'm like, excuse me? I don't think so. But then the curiosity got the better of me, and I pushed my ego aside and I said, look, Alicen, look.
Stern
you have a
words with
little,
yourself.
have a little chat with yourself and you go, look, just because it's labelled menopause does not mean you're going through menopause. It means that your body is resonating with some of those frequencies and wanting some of those frequencies today. So,
which are obviously hormone related on some level.
On some level. So there's obviously something a bit out of balance. So I succumbed to that. I ran the program. So then later on in the week, I got my period without any kind of warning.
No symptoms.
None.
Wow.
None.
Okay.
So normally I will like get a little bit of a hint early on in the day and go, oh yeah, okay, know to look out for that today. This particular day I did not. The only thing I noticed, it was a huge day. We had a big trip to the city with a few friends and we did massive shopping. Late in the afternoon my energy did tank out.
Yeah, okay.
But I thought I was just dehydrated. So I grabbed a bottle of water and downed that and then I was good to go again.
Right.
So still no pain, nothing.
Yeah.
And then it was late in the evening like that I got my period and then I was like, oh, okay. Oh, I get to run the program like you did.
Yes.
Yeah, no pain.
No pain.
No
nothing.
discomfort, nothing.
So what's normal day one for you?
Probably about a level 5. It can be as high as like a 7 or an 8 sometimes, like that lower back pain. But always day 1, even if I do get my period like late in the evening, the next day I'll be just drained, really lethargic and
Uncomfortable.
crampy and uncomfortable.
Yeah, sure.
Nothing. Absolutely nothing this time.
That's amazing. So you think that by running the menopause program, it's helped to balance out some hormonal issues, and then consequently,
and a much smoother cycle.
you had a symptom-free, pain-free cycle.
So thanks, Healy, for that.
Yeah, even though she
No, I wasn't impressed.
was not impressed at
Not
all.
impressed, but you know, it's done whatever it needed to do. So
That's
I
super
didn't get to
interesting.
try out the menstruation local program,
Well,
which
that's
I'm
a
a
good
bit
thing.
bummed
No,
about.
that's a good
That's a
thing.
good thing. Maybe who knows, next month might be different. Who knows? But I'll keep scanning and I'll listen to my scans.
Healy knows best.
Healy knows best. My sleep, I have not been running the sleep program in particular, but I have been having really good quality sleep, like deep sleep and waking up feeling more energetic. In general, I'm feeling, like I've got more energy. I want to talk to people again. I'm getting through jobs. Like Tenille will tell you, I cleaned out my office, which has been on my to-do list
Yes,
for
that was a huge job.
at least 12 months.
Yeah.
And I not only have I taken all the crap out of there, which I do often, I'm working my way through the stuff.
Rather than letting it pile up and then it being too hard.
Yes. I've been sharing, actually one night when I decided to go to bed, I ran a resonance scan.
Okay.
And then what you can do is you can vibrate into your quantum field for as little as like a second, right up to 8 hours.
Yeah, so that's you vibrate it in rather than attaching it.
Yeah. So you just sit it next to the bed, and they say it's like got like about a 3 or a 4 meter
radius.
Yeah. Well, if you're running like say the sleep program, you can do that. But when you're running it into the field, it doesn't matter. You can just run it into your field. So you can be like, I can be at my house and I can run stuff into your field at your house.
Yeah.
So I decided that night to run 4 hours into my field to see what would happen.
Okay.
I slept amazing, woke up amazing. I don't know what programs it vibrated into my field, but I felt good.
Yeah.
So,
wow.
whatever it was, and I don't even remember what day it was, to be honest. I'm a bit naughty like that. I will take better notes, I promise.
Anyway.
I've been sharing with a few friends. So, another friend who's had her Healy for a couple of weeks, She'll probably come and share her story one day, but she's noticed quite a few things, and she goes, it's so early too, like to be seeing changes within a couple of weeks is so early.
For me, that's amazing because it's measurable.
But she has noticed, like when she's running pain programs, they are helping. She's also noticed that she used to wake up with quite clenched fists. And they've relaxed.
So she's waking up with clenched. She was waking up with clenched fists.
And now they're not as clenched.
Wow.
So
amazing.
That's interesting.
Cool. Yeah.
My dear husband has back issues. Has had most of his life, so they're an ongoing thing. We use, previous to Healy, we have used lots of different tools. But recently he's had a new level of pain that all our other tools weren't quite touching. And when we first started with the Healy, we were doing localized stimulation. And it was having like a little bit of an effect, but not as much as we wanted. And then we looked into the deep cycle. So he's been working his way through those deep cycle programs.
Interesting.
And now he says it's shifted. The pain has shifted.
Yes, okay.
So it's lessened and it's moved. I had a funny thing when I ran the eye program the other night. So I was up late working, but I was determined to finish the task because I had ginned around all day. I think this was Monday night. So Monday, I was working all day Monday, but flitting from thing to thing and not really focusing. And it was about 10:30, I think, and I really just wanted to finish, and my eyes were feeling very tired. So I ran the eye program, which I've run before. But this time I noticed something different. So when you run your Healy, you get like little tingles. Sometimes, not always, but you can feel some of the lower frequencies, you feel them. Especially the ones below 1,000. But all of a sudden I got this pulsing through my fingers. And so my curiosity peaked and I opened up the app and I had a look, and it was 12 megahertz or 12 hertz or whatever it was. And I was like, oh, right,
so it was a specific frequency that was
and it had happened a couple of times, and they say with the Healy, the quantum sensor will pick up which frequencies you're responding to. So it happened and I ignored it, and then it happened again, I looked it up, and then I left the app open so that I could see, and it happened at least 2 more times.
So it's coming back to the
it
same
was cycling back
frequency.
to that 12
and your body's
frequency.
obviously responding to it.
It felt good. It felt so, and when I was getting that pulse, not only did it feel good, but my eyes kind of went, ooh, and they were awake. So I was really quite enjoying that. It was quite interesting.
That's fun.
I have enjoyed watching. It's almost like you can see the quantum sensor picking up how people are responding.
Yes, okay.
And we talked about this last week, that, when you're done, I've seen it finish early. I've seen different things happen. Oh, so funny little quirk, and I don't really have a measure for it, but my eldest, it was quite funny. On the holidays, she's like, oh, Mum, I need a haircut. And I kind of looked at her hair and I went, you don't need a haircut, it hasn't grown. It hasn't grown in ages. And funnily enough, she hasn't grown in height in 3 months either.
True.
We've measured that. Because she's every quarter or so I measure them and we mark it on the wall, and she has not moved. And I'm like, dude, you are so due for a growth spurt. Anyway, so she wanted a haircut and I'm like, there's no point, it has not grown. Anyway, so since we got the Healy, she's been looking through the different programs and she's like, can I run hair? I'm like, of course you can. So I don't know how many times she's run it, a couple. And I was getting her ready for school today, and she normally does her own hair, but school photo day, she's like, Mum, can you do my hair? And I was brushing it and I sort of pulled it down. I'm like, I swear it's grown.
Really?
And I said to her,
that's cool.
I think your hair's grown. And she's like, really? She said, I'm going to keep running that hair program.
Wow.
So
that's amazing.
She sort of had a look at where it is on her back.
So you can measure it.
Yeah, so I'll measure it from here. So stay tuned on that one too. One last thing I'll mention, I have used my Healy on a few people this week. Both in person, and they have loved it. They've got, and you can see the shift in their energy, which is really cool. I took a little during video of a friend, and I'm asking her to do a little follow-up on how she felt after, so we're waiting on that one. And I've done some remote scans as well. So I've done some remote scans on a friend, and one friend we did an aura analysis on, which I think, we might not have done that on you yet. We'll do that. You did? Oh, cool. Yes, another story. And it literally picked up, she's very unwell, and it picked up the exact chakra where the issue is.
Wow, that is fantastic.
You know, like, bang, it's there. And I sent it to her and she's like, well, that couldn't be any more accurate if I wrote it myself.
I love hearing that. I've heard so many stories
just
with the scanning of the
chakras.
Yeah. And the resonance scanning and how accurate it is every time.
Yep.
It's been accurate for me, it's been accurate for you.
Yep. And my other friend that was here the other day, we sat down and we went through all the programs to like talk about what they all were, and she's like, oh, I think I need that one, that one would be good for me, da da da. Then we did her scan
and it picked them up.
It picked up the exact, like, say the top 5 that we went, oh yeah, I definitely need to do those. They were the 5 that came up.
Wow.
So it actually went through, and because you can narrow it down, so I did all the HEALY programs and it came up with the gold cycle.
Mm-hmm.
Then when we scanned her on the gold cycle, it picked up the exact one that we had talked about that would be, that she's like, I think I would most benefit from that.
Wow. Amazing.
It was so cool. So yeah,
cool.
it was very interesting.
On that note, if you guys are interested in a remote scan, our email is in the description below. You can send us an email and request it, and we will let you know what we need to do a remote scan. It's free. We can show you what it's going to pick up for you so that you can say, oh my God, this is amazing as well. So
I had one before I got my HEALY and it was bang on.
Yeah.
Like, and I was like, wow.
That's cool.
It was very cool.
Yeah.
I was already decided I was buying, but then I was like, wow, because the resonance is a whole nother aspect, isn't it, really? Like,
it is.
You've got your basic HEALY with your contact, and then your resonance is that whole quantum thing. So, yeah, hit us up. And we will be in touch.
We will, yep.
Until next week.
Make sure you subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell, because we have so many videos coming to you with lots of information.
Ding, 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 ding.
It's going to help you guys understand more about it and see whether the HEALY can help you. And
I think it can help everyone.
It can help everyone.
In some way or another. Like, someone said, oh, do you think it will help me? And I'm like, there's no way it can't.
That's right,
because
I agree.
We're all energy beings, and adjusting your frequency is going to shift your being in some way.
It is. And what we've seen so far in the research that we have done leading up to getting our own, like, we know that it's going to help, you know, everyone that we can help. But I mean, what Alicen and I have vowed to do, and what we've done in joining our forces, is to collate all the information and bring it to you, because knowledge is power, and we know that people need to know as much as they need to know before they commit or before they decide it's going to work for them, because you have to be, I guess, you have to be ready. You have to decide that you know, you want to go down a path of healing. And
we were ready before we even physically saw HEALY, because of all the learning we'd previously done.
Yeah.
So we'd already learnt about frequencies, and we'd already learnt about biohacking. We'd already learnt. So when something that comes into your field that does that, we're like, yes.
Absolutely. And we had already emotionally healed, in the sense that we knew we had areas in our life that we wanted to resolve.
Yep.
We weren't running away from them. We were always looking at better ways to, you know, to counteract our ailments or whatnot. So we were completely ready, emotionally, physically, and mentally. We were educated. We knew what we're talking about, and that's what we are doing here for you on the YouTube channel.
So we're helping you skip forward in your journey almost.
We're just going to smash out all the information for you.
All right. Cool. See you next week.
Bye.
Bye.